Good morning, and welcome to the What Inspired Me Today podcast, a podcast created to inspire you to be the very best that you can be. My name is Stephen Matthew, and this is what inspired me today. Sawadee Don Chao. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. It is an honor and a privilege to be speaking with you today. The audio today might be a little bit different. You will be hearing a bunch of waves coming in, and that is because I am in the other side of the world, at least for this week. This past week, we have been in Phuket, Thailand. I'm currently speaking to you at 9 a.m. in the morning from Naiyang Beach in Phuket, Thailand. I'm not going to be talking about any quotes today per se, but I just wanted to share some reflections that I've had during this trip as I reflect on what's been happening both in our world and what's been happening personally in my own life as well. The reason why I am in Thailand with my wife this past week is because we're celebrating the wedding of one of our dear friends, Karen and Daniel, and so congratulations to them both. It gave us an excuse to be able to come over and travel all the way to Thailand and stay a week in Phuket, and it has been a wonderful and eye-opening experience in the best possible way. I recognize that I'm in an incredibly privileged position to be able to come here and see what I've seen, taste what I've tasted, and have this experience. And so I really do wish that if you get a chance to be able to make your way to a place like this. One thing that I've been reflecting on this past week is I've been thinking about how incredibly privileged and lucky that we are to live in the world that we live in now. Now, I am speaking from a position of immense entitlement and privilege, and I recognize that partially because of where I live, what I do, and how my life is structured right now. There are many people, millions of people, billions of people actually, who do not have the same standard of life or quality of life. However, when we look historically and when we look at the time periods that we live in, we are in the safest period of time in human history. Now, I'm cognizant of the fact that there is many things that are going on in this world. There are many scary things that are either happening right now, or we can see looking down the street the future implications of decisions that are being made right now. But what I have been really trying to hone in on is, rather than falling into a sense of despair or a sense of anxiety about things that I might not be able to control, rather looking at what is within my control and making the best decisions that I can make right now. Really, life is all about making the next best decision. We will all, when we make a decision, we will choose between the pros and the cons, and we will do what is best to us. And that is A-okay, because when we make a decision, then we choose not to make a different decision. But our decisions should be made based on the information that we have now. And even if we get more information later down the track, that should not detract from the decisions that we've made in the past. This is one thing that I do for myself, to not fall into the trap of regret. Because regret makes us rethink the decisions that we made based on the information that we had, thinking that we could have done something differently. And we might have, but at that present moment in time, we didn't. We made the best decision that we knew to make at that time. In our life, we get this chance to make many decisions. We will make decisions every single day. Every single minute, we are making a decision. So if we get the chance to make those decisions, it is on us to determine what is that right decision right now. As I reflect back on my own life, thinking back and celebrating the marriage of my friend, we grew up together since we were teenagers, and we've both gone in different directions in life. We have determined and made decisions that have brought us to this present moment in time. But really, a lot of life is about the work that we do and the opportunities that might come. And when those opportunities come, we get to choose whether we take those opportunities or not. In some cases, those opportunities are going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, for example, for us to be able to come here across the world to watch our friends get married, that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And so that is why we decided, despite the difficulties of travel, despite the difficulties of getting leave off work and all of that, we wanted to make that happen. But there are other opportunities that come and go as well. There are opportunities where maybe they come at a time where we might not be ready for it, but then they might arise again when we are ready for it. And that is when we take that choice to make that decision. Life is a series of moments, and moments pass. So let's make sure that this one lasts, as if it's all that we have. We only really get one shot at this life. And with this one shot in this life, what decisions can you make? Are you going to fall into the trap of regret because of decisions you made in the past? Or can we choose to make new decisions for the future? Because life is really just about making the next best decision. And so with that said, I want to finish off with giving you a little bit of hope. We do live in the most prosperous and peaceful time in history. Despite what we see in the news and despite all of the very real anxiety-inducing and stress-inducing things that we hear, life is, at its core, a simple thing. We get a chance to enjoy it or to stress about it and worry about it. We get a chance to hold on to the little moments, the moments of joy, the moments of love, the moments of peace. So choose today and make the next best decision. And with that said, have a great week.